Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. Since it is the beginning of June, it's time for us to take a look at the top 10 PSA vintage baseball card sales on eBay for the month of May. Now, it's been about a year since I have been doing these series of videos, and every month it is interesting to see which cards make the top 10 list for the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. This month of May is no exception. For the 1950s, we start seeing some familiar faces make the top 10 list, but what's more interesting is the list from the 1970s. Based on the listings, it appears that the owner of a highly rated PSA registry set of 1979 tops has decided to break up that set and sell them, and many of the cards that made the top 10 list supposedly come from that set break. In fact, 8 of the 10 cards made the top 10 list, and one other 1979 Topps card made the list as well from a different seller. So 9 of the 10 cards come from 1979 Topps, which is very interesting. So yes, with that said, let's get into the top 10 list of the top PSA vintage graded card sales on eBay for the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. Let's start off with the top 10 from the 1950s. Coming in at number 10, we have this 1952 Topps Willie Mays in a PSA 5. Gorgeous looking card, fairly well centered for a 5. This card sold on May 20th for $13,100. It was an auction with 63 bids. Coming in at number 9, we have the 1951 Bowman Willie Mays rookie card in a PSA 5. Great looking card there. Good centering. This card sold on May 22nd for $15,250. This was an auction with 122 bids. Coming in at number 8, we have the 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle rookie card. This one is in a PSA 2.5. Centering is really nice on this Mantle rookie. Obviously, the corner wear has brought this down to a 2.5. There may be some other imperfections. It's hard to see whether there are any other creases on the card, but a great looking example for a 2.5. This card sold on May 12th. It was an auction, 51 bids, and the winning bid won it for $16,200. Coming in at number 7, we have the 1952 Burke Ross Mickey Mantle. You don't see this card show up too often in the top 10 list. This example here is a PSA 6. This card sold on May 25th. It was a best offer, and the offer that was accepted was $16,250. Coming in at number 6, we have another 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle rookie card. This one's slightly higher graded at a PSA 3, although in my opinion the PSA 2.5 has a little bit better eye appeal, as this card here is fairly severely off-center top to bottom, but still it is a Mickey Mantle rookie card. This card sold on May 13th. It was a buy it now for $18,000. Coming in at number 5, we have another Burke Ross. This is a 1952 Burke Ross Jackie Robinson in a really nice PSA 8 condition. This card sold on May 26th. Another buy it now for $20,250. Great looking Jackie Robinson card. Coming in at number 4. Another Jackie Robinson, this time the 1952 Topps in a really nice looking PSA 5. Centering on that is really nice. That red background color just pops. Love the look of that 52 Topps Jackie Robinson. This example sold on May 4th. It was an auction, 15 bids. The winning bidder won it for $23,100. Coming in at number 3. We have yet another example of the 1951 Bowman Mickey Mantle rookie card. This time, again, slightly higher example here, PSA 4. Now, compared to the 2.5 and 3, may not show up here clearly, but this one seems to have some registry issues. There seems to be a little bit of a registry error, if you so to speak, with the card. Some centering left to right, top to bottom. Again, personally, that 2.5 that sold previously has a little bit better eye appeal, but it is still got a PSA 4 grade. This one sold May 2nd. It was a buy it now for $23,500. Coming in at number 2, we have the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle in a PSA 2 miscut. Card is, off center, left to right, top to bottom, but overall there appear to be some creases, and other than the miscut example, at a PSA 2 it has pretty good eye appeal. There's a little bit of maybe surface wear down toward his hands there, or a crease. You got some corner wear, but overall the general eye appeal of the card is really nice, and it is reflected in the price. The card sold on May 9th. It was a buy it now for $34,000. All right, time for the number 1 card for the month of May, and it is another 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle. This one is a straight PSA 2.5. This is a gorgeous example of a 2.5. Obviously, there has to be some issues with the card, although the image of the card, I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of, looks like there's a little bit of staining maybe on the border at the bottom right corner. Centering is really nice. Even the corners look fairly well. So in terms of general eye appeal, this is a great looking 2.5. This card sold on May 15th. It was an auction. 10 bids pushed the final price up to $56,769. All right, on to the top 10 cards of the 1960s. Coming in at number 10, we have the 1963 Topps Pete Rose rookie card in a PSA 7. Nice looking 7. Usually you have some issues with that top blue border and some chipping. That looks pretty solid. Centering may be off slightly, but to me that has great looking eye appeal. This card sold on May 18th. It was an auction. 39 bids. The highest bidder won it for $4,909. Coming in at number 9, we have the 1969 Topps Super Willie McCovey PSA 10 example. Population on this is only 8. That may have something to do with the fact that this was an auction on May 10th. There were 24 bids and the final sale price was $4,937. Coming in at number 8, we have the 1969 Topps Reggie Jackson rookie card in a PSA 8. The only thing I can see wrong with this card is there seems to be a little bit of diamond centering, but other than that, what a sharp looking rookie card. This one sold on May 9th. It was the best offer, and the offer that was accepted was $5,250. Moving on to number 7. We have the 1962 Topps Roger Maris in a PSA 8. Of course, this is the card that on the back would feature the statistic of Roger Maris beating Babe Ruth's season record 61 home runs. Very popular card of Roger Maris. Great looking PSA copy. This one sold on May 18th. It was an auction. 41 bids. Final strike price was $5,299. Coming in at number 6. We have the 1968 Topps Nolan Ryan rookie card in a PSA 8. Nice looking card there. You typically see, and every month you see a Nolan Ryan rookie card make the top 10 list, and chances are it is a PSA 8 copy. This is no exception here. This copy sold on May 27th. It was an auction, 38 bids. Final sale price was $6,326. Coming in at number 5. We have the 1966 Topps Mickey Mantle PSA 8.5. Great looking card there, Mickey Mantle in his later part of his career. This one sold on May 16th. It was an auction, 52 bids. Final sale price $6,411. Coming in at number 4. And we have another Mickey Mantle, this time his last year card, 1969 Topps, but this is the last name in white version, which is rarer. PSA 7 copy, great looking example of that card. Sold on May 12th. It was a buy it now for $6,999.99. Coming in at number 3. We have another 1968 Topps Nolan Ryan rookie card, again in a PSA 8 example. Another sharp looking card. This one sold on May 5th. It was an auction, 19 bids. This one sold for $7,500. Coming in at number 2. We have yet another 1968 Topps Nolan Ryan rookie card. This one appears to be maybe slightly better centered, another PSA 8 copy. This one was a best offer that sold on May 9th for $7,800. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have the 1968 Topps Pete Rose in a PSA 10. Now, if this card looks familiar to you, this card also made the top 10 list for the month of April. The same exact card. Last month, that card sold in auction. There were 9 bids, sold on April 12th for $26,100. The buyer of that card presumably put the card back up on eBay as a buy it now or best offer, and it sold a month later on May 12th for $30,450. So pretty good return there on the flip of that 1968 Topps Pete Rose in a PSA 10. Alright, on to the top 10 cards from the 1970s. Coming in at number 10. We have the 1979 Topps Steve Rye. Now this was the one card that was not from a different seller and was not listed as part of that set break, but it is still a PSA 10 copy. This one happens to be the only PSA 10 copy in existence. It was a best offer, sold on May 13th for $6,625. Coming in at number 9, we have the 1979 Topps Ray Knight in a PSA 10. This one has a population of only 2. This was an auction, 28 bids, sold on May 17th for $6,662. Coming in at number 8, we have the 79 Topps Willie Stargell in a PSA 10. This one also has a pop of only 2. This was an auction, 31 bids, bid the card up on May 8th to $7,100. Coming in at number 7, we have the 79 Topps George Brett in a PSA 10. Love that image of Brett. This one, the PSA 10, has a population of just 15. This was an auction as well, 37 bids, sold for $7,655.56. Coming in at number 6, we have the 79 Topps Robin Yount in a PSA 10. This one has a pop of 8. Another auction, 33 bids, pushed the price up to $7,855.59. Coming in at number 5, we have the 79 Topps Burt Blyleven in a PSA 10. This one has a pop of only 2. This auction had 12 bids and sold for $7,877. Coming in at number 4, we have the 79 Topps Paul Molitor in a PSA 10. This has a pop of 3. This auction had 40 bids and the final price was $9,158.71. Coming in at number 3, we have the 79 Topps Pete Rose in a PSA 10. This card has a population in a PSA 10 of 15, but the auction garnered 22 bids and pushed the price up to $10,550. And the final 79 Topps to make the list, coming in at number 2, we have the 79 Topps Nolan Ryan in a PSA 10. There are 13 PSA 10s. This auction had 51 bids and the final price $12,225. Now we're coming up on card number 1 for the month of May. The 1973 Topps Johnny Bench in a PSA 10. Now, normally I do not make comments on PSA 10 copies, as that is the highest grade offered there, and I know there is some wiggle room in what qualifies as a PSA 10, but to me, the front of the card left to right looks a little bit off, and although I did not show it here, the back of the card appears to be off even more left to right on the back. However, this still was good enough to get a PSA 10 grade. This was an auction. There's only one bid, but it was good enough to sell the card for $15,750. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this look at the top 10 PSA vintage baseball card sales on eBay for the month of May 2022 from the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. Would love your thoughts in the comments of this video as to the cards that made this month's top 10 lists. That's all I have for you. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.